the Daily Ramble podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to Claret and Booze. My name's Nick, this is my Daily Ramble. I'm recording it in the evening on Wednesday night. If I can get it done early enough, I'll release it tonight. If not, you'll be watching it in the morning. As always, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and don't forget, drop a like on the video because it does really help us. Just shut that up. Right, I've had to make this video because I'll be honest with you, I've been getting irritated the last week. I've been trying to stay positive, you know, because I am positive. I'm happy with Loppy, I'm happy with Tim, I'm happy with Kilman, I'm happy with Guilherme. But you know, I'm sure you've been able to sense it, you know, especially if you've been following me on Twitter or if you're on Circle. I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting annoyed. I feel like we need to be getting our business done quicker. I do. We're desperate for signings. We are. I know it's great that we've got the youth players coming through and everything else, and we're seeing them. I love it. It is great, but we do need players. We do. I really want this to work next season. I'm desperate for it to work. You know, I want Loppy to succeed. I want Tim to succeed. I want West Ham to. I want us to be happy again. And the only way this whole fan base will be happy is if this works. And I've got some good news, so I'm going to get there. Give us a minute. Right. So, first of all, I'm going to leave the best news till last. First of all, everyone knows about Aaron Wan-Bissaka, you know, and Kyle Walker-Peters, the right-back position. It's been out of them two the whole way through. It's looking like it's going to be another salt-house signing in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But you know what? I don't care. He's a good player. I want him. There's apparently some discussions going on about the level of the wages that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is commanding because he's obviously at Man United. He's going to be commanding a higher wage. Out of the two, I would choose him. So it's looking like we're very close. Like we are going to be pushing on with that deal. So that probably will happen this week. The other one is Todibo, the player that we apparently called interest in when we signed Max Kilman. That is back on. It's back on. We've placed a bid of 30 million, which has been accepted by Nice. However, the player isn't keen at the moment. He's not ruled it out, but he's not keen. He's holding out for a Juventus move, but they haven't even bid for him yet. They haven't got that sort of money, I don't think. They haven't got that sort of money. So that's still very much on the cards. That would be an amazing signing, a phenomenal signing. He's a great, great defender. Brilliant. Honestly, I had my doubts about Kilman. I don't about Todibo. To sign Kilman and Todibo does completely transform our defence. It solves all of our problems. It does. It does then leave a question mark on what we do with the surplus of Aguero and Zuma. Obviously, Dinos will be staying. But I don't really care. The most important thing is that we plug the gaps. That's proper plugging, I'm telling you. Todibo and Max Kilman, perfect. And Wan-Bissaka sorting out the right-back problem. I know a load of people love Soufal. I don't hate him. I think he's a model professional. I love his commitment. He ain't a good right-back. He's not. He's decent at getting forward and putting a cross in. He's got no pace. You've got to have pace as a right-back. And Lopetegui's system will require wing-backs with pace. So that's good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, all for it. Get it done. So Todibo isn't close to being done yet, but they're hopeful that there's going to be progress made because if Juventus don't pull their finger out and match us with 30 million and going for the player, they ain't getting him. He's going to have to come to us if he wants to leave Nice. The other deal is the one that I really didn't want to talk about. I didn't, and that's Reiss Nelson. X has reported that he's spoken to a representative of the player, and the player is dead set on joining West Ham. I don't care if he's dead set on joining West Ham. I don't. He's missed so much football in the last 4 years. He has. I've seen people say, oh, he ain't that injury prone. He's played 1,200 minutes of Premier League football. He's missed. He averages like 100 days a year out with injury. What is he? What injured with what? He's sitting on the bench. What, splinters? If we signed him, fine. I'd take it. But he's another one. People are saying he's a left winger. He ain't. He's a right winger. He's played most of his time on the right wing. He ain't a bad player. He's good. He's nippy. He's quick. He ain't great. 25 million. There is no way on earth he should be commanding a fee of 25 million. No way. If we signed him for 10 million, 15 million, I wouldn't turn here. I'd go fine, whatever. But 25 million? Is it? No, he's 24 as well. He's never managed to sort of nail down any minutes at all for Arsenal. So no, I'm not keen. I'm not keen on that one. I don't believe it either. I believe that the player wants to come to us, but we're linked with so many other options. You know, you got Jota Silva, You got Wesley. There's loads of players. Even the guy Philogene, who's got Philogene is not my lover. He's gone to, or he's going back to Aston Villa, but he ain't gone yet. They haven't got it over the line yet. They might not have the money because apparently they're messing around. I don't believe this, by the way. It's what the club is saying. West Ham are saying that Aston Villa are not shifting from 40 million. That is a complete lie. Complete lie. They've dropped their demands for 33 million. West Ham are dicking around, trying to drive it down even more. However, it is looking like these games may be working again because it did with Max Kilman. I was starting to get worried, but it's looking like Aston Villa are ready to drop their demands because they want to go out and sign players. They've got to bring money back in. So I do think that we're going to get the Duran deal done. So that would be Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Todibo if we're lucky, not Reece Nelson. Yes to Duran, 100%. I'm not going to talk about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It just makes my blood pressure go up. I'm not going to talk about Callum Wilson. No, I refuse to talk about these players. No, not doing it. Something I will talk about. This is the best news that I've seen. You know I've been worried about Paqueta. I've been panicking. He's been back in Brazil. There's been rumours that he doesn't want to come back to England because this spot-fixing thing, the only comparison you've got really is something that happened in cricket and the guy ended up spending 10 years behind bars. I was hearing rumours, not through any reliable sources, just rumours, whispers, that he didn't want to come back. He was worried about coming back in case he got found guilty because then it could turn into a criminal charge. Well, apparently, he's been cleared to play next season. He is now a West Ham player until the outcome of the trial, which is not expected to come to a conclusion until late into the season. So we've got Lucas Paqueta for virtually the entirety of next season and hopefully beyond. Hopefully beyond. Absolutely wonderful. I'm going to put his picture back up. I am. Love you, Paolo, but I'm going to put Paqueta's picture back up for the next video. That, for me, is fantastic because I do think we've got a world-class player there. He was playing in a bit of a duff system, in that sort of, as John Kamei would say, suicide-inducing Moyes ball. Wasn't good for anyone. We're going to see these players are going to flourish in a new style of play. They will, controlling the game, holding onto the ball. It's going to be so much better. So much better. So, yes, the big news is that Lucas Paqueta, that is like a new signing. I was worried he weren't going to be here next year. And what a signing, is with us next season. He ain't going to Man City. He's staying at West Ham. Fantastic. I'm happy with that. What about you? Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to release it tonight because that is a breaking news story. And I will speak to you tomorrow. I'll release another video tomorrow. Come on, you heads.